Let's explore how to discover and care about our inner child, the part of us that carries our deepest emotions, fears, and desires. Often, these aspects of our personality are neglected or repressed, but it is important to recognize and honor them in order to live a fuller and healthier life. Hello, my name is Renata. Welcome to Rainbow Aura channel. Today we are going to talk about how to discover and nurture our inner child. How to discover the inner child. Discovering our inner child is a delicate, time-consuming and gradual process, but one that reveals great benefits, especially in our self-esteem. It is a process of self-knowledge and self-discovery that involves recognizing ourselves and connecting with the vulnerable, innocent, and authentic part of ourselves. And how can we do it? Remember our childhood. We can look at photographs from our childhood and remember our moments of play, the games we used to play, the drawings we used to draw, or even the dancing or activities we like to do in our childhood. Reminiscing about these activities helps bring back memories of our inner child. Identify patterns of behavior. We should observe our behavior patterns in challenging situations and stress. That patterns may be related to trauma or painful events from our childhood. We may notice similar behavior patterns with children, such as avoiding responsibility, seeking for approval from others, or avoiding making decisions. When we notice these patterns, we must ask ourselves, does this situation remind me of something from my childhood? Is this experience linked to any situation in my childhood? As we answer these questions, we will begin to be aware of our inner child and childhood traumas. Paying attention to our emotions. We should be aware of our emotions and the way we deal with them, whether we deal with them intensely or immaturely. The inner child manifests itself through intense emotions such as fear, sadness, or joy. An example. We laugh with friends and family without worrying about judgments or external expectations. Another example is feeling afraid of being rejected or abandoned by other people. Another way to discover our inner child is to write a letter to our inner child. In this letter, we must recognize their feelings and needs. It will help us to connect with that part of us. Doing creative activities. It can be painting, drawing, writing, or even dancing. Do something that makes us to feel good, that makes us feel like a child again. These activities can help unlock creativity and allow our inner child to express itself. Discover our inner child is a process of self-knowledge and emotional healing, as well as a personal growth and personal transformation. And how can we nurture our inner child? Caring for our inner child is a continuous process of self-knowledge, self-care, healing, and acceptance. To nurture our inner child, we must recognize and validate our feelings. We must recognize and validate our feelings of sadness or fear. We must allow ourselves to feel these emotions. We must not ignore or reject them. Instead, we must acknowledge our feelings and validate our pain and suffering. For example, we are sad and depressed. Instead of trying to push away or deny these feelings, on the contrary, we must allow ourselves to feel this sadness and we must connect with our inner child. We must say to ourselves, it is normal to feel sad from time to time. It is understandable that I am feeling this way right now. My feeling of sadness is valid and deserves to be heard. It's okay to cry or express my sadness. By validating our feelings, we are allowing ourselves to feel and express our emotions, which helps process our feelings and heal our inner child. Validating our feels also helps to keep shame or guilt away from feeling negative emotions, such as sadness or anger, and allow us to feel accepted and loved for ourselves. We should be kind and compassionate with us. We should treat ourselves with kindness, love, and respect. We must treat ourselves with compassion. We must be self-compassionate with ourselves. We must create a positive and encouraging internal dialogue. An example. Let's say I made a mistake at work and I'm feeling really bad about myself. Instead of feeling guilty and scolding myself, I can take a more compassionate approach and say to myself, I understand that I'm feeling bad. I am human and I make mistakes. I learn from this mistake and I can use it as an opportunity to grow and become better. I am more than this mistake and I will not let it define who I am. I deserve to forgive myself and move forward with kindness and compassion. These words and phrase will help us shift our perspective from being critical and self-deprecating to a more compassionate and positive place. Treating ourselves with kindness and love can help us feel more accepted and loved by ourselves and deal with challenging situations more easily. We must practice self-care. We should do activities or things that make us feel good about ourselves. We should take time out for ourselves to relax and enjoy activities that bring us joy. For example, imagining I had a very busy and stressful work week. To take care of myself, I must set aside a few hours at night or on the weekend to practice self-care. These things can be: take a relaxing bath with essential oils or bath salts, a more relaxing bath. Make some tea or coffee and enjoy a book or a television program that I like in a relaxing atmosphere. Go for a walk or do a physical activity that I enjoy, such as a yoga or dancing. Do meditation or some deep breathing practice to calm the mind and the body. Write a journal or make a gratitude list to help process my feelings. These activities will help reduce the stress and tension accumulated over the day or week and allow us to connect with ourselves in a very positive way. Practicing self-care is important to take care of our mental and emotional health and help us feel more balanced and at peace with ourselves. Connecting with our inner child. After having already discovered our inner child, we must connect with it. We must dedicate some time to our inner child, and we can do it through the meditation. We can find a guided meditation to focus on connecting with the inner child. Meditation can help us to relax and visualize our inner child. Visualizations. For example, we close our eyes and imagine our inner child. We visualize a safe and a loving environment where we can talk and interact with our inner child. We must not forget to make our inner child feel that we are there to listen and support them. Active listening. We must pay attention to the emotions we are feeling at a given moment, as for example in a discussion about a subject that stirs our feelings. If we are feeling angry, sad, or frustrated, we must ask ourselves if these emotions are coming from our inner child, and we must try to identify at what age we first felt that emotion and how it might be affecting us right now. Self-expression. We must try to express ourselves in a creative way. We can write a diary, write a letter to our inner child, or draw. This will allow us to express our emotions freely, without judgment from anyone, in a healthy and positive way. These activities help create a strong and healthy connection with our inner child and can help heal or strengthen our relationship with ourselves. We must not forget that caring for our inner child is an ongoing process, and it may take time and effort to heal the emotional wounds of the past. We must be present and committed to the process, and we must remember that we deserve love, happiness, and healing. I hope this video can help you feel more connected with yourself and create a more loving and compassionate space with your inner child. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, leave your like and share with your friends and family. Gratitude.